What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going over Rank 7 USA. I do apologize for the late delay on this video. The new update came out, and so I was busy working on that. So, if you've watched any bit of the series, you know we go over each aircraft rank by rank every day, and today it's Rank 7 USA. Now, starting off with Rank 7 USA, you need to pick your first plane to get. Now, you have options. If you've gone down the main three like we talked about, or even the strike line, first plane you're probably going to get is the F5E or the F8E or a Phantom, the F4C. Now, the F4C does offer things like AIM-7s, which will be one of your first radar missiles, but overall, not the best plane in the game. Decent IR missiles. I would suggest going for the F8E Crusader, which has a very special missile called the AIM-9C Sidewinder, which is a pulse-guided AIM-9, basically meaning it's a radar-guided AIM-9 Sidewinder. The F5E, which is a very, very capable dogfighter, it has AIM-9Js and has a very good turn time and capability. Now, pick your aircraft, start grinding them. This gives, certain planes will give you access to certain ranks, and now you get to look at top tier. If you want to be a Tomcat main, or a Harrier main, or an F-15 main, or an F-16 main even, this is where you need to kind of pick. Now, the F4s are, we have three in this rank. The F4C, which is, like I said, has okay enough missiles for the BR. It sits at AIM-9Es, no flares. The F4E is actually really good. It ties for the most amount of rockets on a Phantom. The only other aircraft that carries more rockets is the F-111. It's really good for ground battles, having GBU-15s, GBU-8s, Mavericks, and in terms of air-to-air, it has AIM-7E2 dogfights. So it is a very good plane for 11-0. Now, sitting 0.3 higher is the F-4J, and this plane definitely should sit 0.3 higher, has a better radar, has better missiles, the AIM-7F. It is overall just a much better aircraft. Also, you do have some cool skins like the Blue Angels Navy skin, which honestly I do enjoy. Another thing about the F4E is it has a built-in gun over the F4J and F4C needing a gun pod. Now, another aircraft now people talk about is the strike aircraft that it has the A-10A late, and the big difference between this and the premium is, well, one gets 4 AIM-9Ls. Now, it has been recently moved up, or will, I believe, be moved up in BR for ground battles, but still pretty decent in terms of air RB. Now, the two A7s, these planes both recently came down in BR from 10.3 and 10.7 to 10.0 and 10.3 respectively, and they're definitely not great for air-to-air purposes, but amazing in the multi-role capabilities, just being overall capable aircraft. The A7E has, you can carry, 5 AGM-62s and a targeting pod and 2 AIM-9Gs. It is a very interesting strike fighter. Moving on to the bombers, this is where you pick back up on the bombers, and you have one of the most interesting aircraft in this BR, the F-105 Thud Thunder Chief. Now, this is an aircraft that I personally very much enjoy, but despite that, it, like I said, or like I haven't said actually yet, never even mentioned it, doesn't have flares. Does carry chaff pods, but does not carry any sort of flares. In terms of multi-role, it can carry 3 3,000-pound bombs and 4 AIM-9Es. In ground, it can, have the 3,000-pound bombs, which are definitely something you would bring, or you can carry bullpups and not even bother bringing AIM-9Es. It is an intriguing aircraft, to say the least. I like it due to the history that the F-105 Thud has. Now, moving on to another plane, and this one is a very intriguing aircraft. This is the F-111 Aardvark, and the Aardvark is interesting for a few reasons. One, it has a Vulcan at 10.3, and two, if we look here, it has an alarming amount of everything, really. In terms of air-to-ground, you have bullpups, rockets, bombs. You have, screw 3 3,000-pound bombs. You have 8 3,000-pound bombs. A Vulcan, you can carry an absurd amount of AIM-9Bs for a bomber. It's just a very interesting aircraft. And it has very powerful engines to turbo it, or to propel it. Interesting real-life fact about the F-111 is when it is in full afterburner and starts dumping fuel, it will literally have I believe it's a 20-foot flame out the back of the aircraft, because as the fuel gets lit out from being dumped out of the fuel tanks. So that used to be a cool airshow specter, and obviously now it's banned, and the F-111 is retired from the U.S. Air Force. Now, in terms of grinding through rank 7, again, we're going with the 6 aircraft. You can just get the F5, F4C, F8E, F4J, F4E, and A10 and move on. Or pick up the A7 family and or even the F111, F105 and grab the Harrier in rank 8. That's what I honestly would suggest doing, is grabbing these 2 aircraft, maybe even going for the A7E, and then grabbing these main fighters. You can also go for the F111 later on if you're a bomber person, but for now, sticking to here. I would appreciate it if you guys hit that like button and subscribe. We are getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean a lot to me if you guys subscribed. As always, stay safe, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.